Bunch of free stuff here on the side of the road. China cabinets. Free. It's mostly wood. Just looking, you know. Just never know. Okay. Chairs from yesterday. Should be 4. Let's go in the bin directly. Fridge up the road too, I might grab after. Maybe on the way home. Got this stuff on the way home yesterday, so stuff everywhere. Just hope the scrapyard stays open. Price is lower, but you know they could shut down too. You don't know, especially if the prices go really wonky, right? Because they'll just shut down on purpose, just to, you know, ease the flow of scrap. Maybe the prices will rebound. So that's what I say. Some of these scrapyards are doing that on purpose. I mean, some are about the virus, but some are doing that just to ease the prices. Why buy when you can't sell it, right? No one wants to sit on stuff. Everybody works on a profit margin. Say they're making 30-40%, right? If they sit on it, that 30-40% could be gone, right? So it's kind of what it is, I guess. Look at the amount of water we get here. Look at this tub's 6 inches of water in that tub. Ridiculous. This was bone dry yesterday. 2 inches water. Bone dry. HID lighting. This is brand new. Bunch of boxes here. Okay, rest is just the barbecue nut from the weight bar. Okay, there's so much rain. The holes in the buckets, they got holes. The holes, but sometimes plugged up, I guess. Okay, got lots of holes in buckets, but like I say, this was plugged up. This had a lot of water. Okay, need to this bucket here. See, all this is from just yesterday. Okay, that's done. We'll look at these ones, so there's a crack in that one. Okay, this one here. If you don't put holes in the buckets, everything will start rusting. That's the problem. I think this one's got lots. Okay. This one here. Okay, that's a good start. Yeah, I was going to put a hole in this. I think I did put a hole already. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do now, start getting some stuff ready to strip. Like that's aluminum here for wheelchair footrest. It's got a lock nut on there, that's why it's really tight. I mean, I could throw some shred, but like I say, it's a heavy plate. Nice size plate. This one takes like a Torx bit. 5 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna use this one here. Okay, maybe, nope. I got the bits, it's just a matter of finding the right container. So, something like this maybe. I'm missing one, so maybe it's the one I need. Oh, it's in between size. Okay. Need to buy a few more new tools, especially these holders that hold your bits here. Okay, so now we have solid aluminum plate, nice and heavy. Probably maybe it could be a pound. Let's see the water in this thing. I can't believe it on the rain. This was bone dry yesterday. bone dry. Okay, that bit goes back. We're done with this. Okay, I'm gonna go put some hole in that bucket there. Okay, I got a aluminum hubcap here. Looks like it's got metal along the edge here. So we have to somehow pry that out. I'm thinking we can knock it down a bit. Well, it's pressed in there really good. All I gotta do is open it, right, like a can opener. See how I'm opening it? I mean, hubcap could be worth more as a collecting item than actual scrap, but I only got one, so I don't really care. But it's up to you guys what you guys do. I'll show you my bin. You see the chairs, how much room they take up the chairs. I'll put stuff under and over. Right? So that's clean. So pretty easy. There it is. Okay, that's clean. Get this microwave here stripped quickly. So we can throw it in the bin. So transformer, I can feel it. Trying to find the right bit. Here it is. Okay, pull this off. Pull that off. One there. Okay. I feel the transformer popping down. Okay. Drop a nut here. I did hundreds of these, but I get new and new subscribers at all times, so the security bits here, so you want to bypass the security bit. This one I only found outside my house, near my house anyways. Just be very careful with this capacity here. Holds electrical charge. Electrical charge would still be alive. Could have just burnt out this thing, right? Looks like it's not copper. So you just be careful, that's all, when you come across this. It's aluminum. The other one looks a little promising. I think this one's copper. Nope. It's aluminum, both windings. That's too bad. Some heavies over here. So that's a bummer, but that's kind of the way it goes. You have to check. And then you'll have copper right here. Like the aviation snips work really nice. Gets you right in there, right to the smallest corner. I'm not struggling all the time. There's not a lot of wire, but hey, it's better than having no wire, right? If you know what I mean. And I'll just take this off from here. Should be loose. See, I don't take them that much apart. It's just not really worth it. Transformer here. Nice little transformer. Goes in a bucket. Sometimes you have a good IC chip here, but this being a new one, I have doubts on that being any good. Doesn't work. That means I have to take it all apart to get it out, so I'm just gonna leave it. I'll just hide it underneath here. Fill up all the little gaps. So it wasn't a lot in that one. It wasn't really worth it, but that's kind of how it goes, right? But we do have the mortar here. Okay. And we'll have a little bit of copper here. Plastic there. So you can knock that out, there'll be copper, but there's not even very little on here. Sometimes there's a lot more, but anyways, it's not really much in that one. Okay, so we're gonna take apart this. Not sure what it is, like airflow valves or something. So I'm gonna pull this off. And last time they complained about a little seal like this. That's the problem with these scrapyards. You know, they're getting, you know, they own everything, right? They control the market now, so they tell you whatever they want. This is actually nothing. No, okay, that one's good with this plug here. Okay, that's that. Take the nut off here. It's weird how this is, what would go wrong with this thing? It's just the housing. There's nothing in it. Okay, that's clean. Okay, let's strip this death ray here. See, I'm shorting it out. There's no power here. It's the capacitor. It was sitting in something I had sitting for a long time. It's aluminum, so just put a magnet on if you're not sure. Aluminum doesn't stick, steel sticks if you don't know. I don't normally strip these, but the scrapper they don't want to take them, so if I throw this in the garbage, it's like throwing aluminum away, if you know what I'm saying. There it is, pop it out. See that? If I'm throwing something in the garbage, I might as well throw something that is garbage. Let me check that nut there. Imagine it's aluminum. See? Only took seconds. It's a good little size. Okay, so that's it on that one. Then I got electrical mortar here. I'm hoping I can strip it. I'll take the bracket off first so I can get to the bolts and nuts. Which I should probably use a drill for tight areas, but it's working. All I want to do is take the housing off so it's easier to process. If you don't take the housing off it, you know, then you're dealing with more steel. Process it just works so much easier. Red looks too big. The red one's the right one. Okay. I mean, it's a heavier metal. I mean, might be able to get away with heavier metal, possibly. It's up to you. Come on. Another one here. Okay, 3. Okay, so label's holding it together. Most of it together anyways, but we'll see. See if I can pound it down. Okay, that's 1/2. No. There she is. And is it copper? If you're stockpiling, so you might as well have this stockpile. Copper, lucky. It looked kind of funny for a second there. I was thinking, what? Okay. The more you process now, easier it gets later, if you know what I mean. Okay, so there's a nice piece of copper right there. See that? I'm going to throw this in my heavies. I feel it's heavy enough, heavier gauge. Okay, so let's just look at something else to do. Let me because you're off to actually lock my band. Okay, people are always wanting breakers. What's in the breaker? These breakers here. Exactly what's in this breaker. Rough. We see a little copper wire. Piece of copper there. See, this one's not that good. This is just steel. You have to get a magnet out because a lot of times you can't tell. Okay, well, this is part of it. This one here is not steel. That's where the contact is. Drop something, can't find it. Okay. Plastic. Yeah, this is not that great. Sometimes you have really nice copper in there. That's a little bit of copper there. Dirty. That one's. It's you know, if you get the breakers that are like 100 amp breakers or big 30s, a lot nicer. That one's not that good. Bit of a fail on that one, but you all know these are the little round mortars. They come out of the washing machines. So I feel that if I start processing things right away and waiting, and then you're ahead of the ball game. Otherwise, you'll have bags and boxes of junk. It just sits and sits. So we should cut better. Okay. So let's just pull everything out. If you don't get it all, don't worry about it. You just get what's easy. And then you throw the rest in a shred. There's still a whole bunch in there, but you know, the thing is trying to get as much as possible out, but not going overboard. See, there's still a little bit in there. See, in here. See, here's the last one here. And some of these have a lot more copper. These are not that great. You can go by the size. They're small. Even a piece of brass on the end of those if you want to take off, but I don't care. See, there it is. There's copper right there. Ounce of copper. I want to show you this thing here. Okay, these are really hard to strip. They're sealed, right? Hard to strip, but what I do, I don't even care about the IC chip or anything. I'll pop the mortar off, or not mortar, but transformer. There's the transformers there. To get these heat sinks off, go like this, sideways. See that with a screwdriver? Big one is a little different story. But when they're smaller like that, you can get your thing in there and your screwdriver. This one is without going too nuts on getting it out. Sometimes you can. Oh yeah, there it is. See that? See that? Boom. Now you can scrap the rest. Scrap it the way it is. Who cares? There's guys that buy these, but I have no contacts, so still there's enough electronics in there. Somebody can still shred it or whatever. So instead of using all your power, it worked out pretty good, huh? And I'll clean these quickly. So I can find my tools. Right here. There it is. Okay, when you get these cleaned, they're not clean until you pull this pin out. See that pin there? That's a steel pin. If you're not sure, put a magnet on it. This one's clean. And these transistors, I save them up. They're still technically half copper. Put them in there for now. So now we have aluminum that came out of there, right? Okay, another tip for you guys. Here's electric rotisserie they use for barbecues. Not very heavy, so I'm not expecting too big of a mortar, but when they're really heavy, you might have something better. Really rusty. Yeah, too bad. Okay. Yeah, this is really crappy. This is the same kind of mortar that you have in the microwave on a turntable part. So sometimes it'd be better to shred it the way it is, if you know what I mean. because now you gotta deal with the a little bit of plastic, right? Plastic now. Okay, so here's the mortar. Just gonna just cut the wire off. Here's the wire. I think the strip maybe. There's a nut on the end. Okay. Come on. It's awkward. It's almost like it's half out. Should come out. There it is. So there's just like two pieces here. Okay. A little more complicated, this one here. Screwdriver on the side of it. Okay, there it is. Okay. See how you gotta pop that out like that? And then your copper is, this is your copper right here. Come on. There it is. So I think it's just better if you just pop some tape off, just because otherwise it sticks on or worse. Anyways, go like this. Oops. This one's a good one. A lot of copper. See that? Nice amount of copper in that one. So I'm gonna pull this off for a second. It's like human hair, basically, a little coarser, but you see if you can't get it all, just throw in a shred. Okay, so it's important that you wear gloves at all times, especially today's pandemic times. There, see that? All this came from there. Probably an ounce of copper. See that? It just adds up fast. See that? Got a panel here. Only unscrew what you think you want, otherwise, you know, leave it for the shred. Transformer. Wow. Why is it? Okay, I can just bend it off. Okay, you get one transformer. See these? Anything that has connection points, or it's going to be copper. Could be tinned, or it could be silver plated. That's all. All these connection points are copper. Number 2 copper. So let me get this off here. Why is that? A little bit harder to break. These relays are plugged in, or yeah, like tubes almost plugged in. Could be good for could be gold plated actually. They look like gold. Probably gold plated contacts. Put them there for now. So we can write this off here completely. I don't care about thermostat really. But I gotta determine how I'm gonna get this off here, considering the stupid yeah. See, there's no nut on the back, so what it is just screwed into the plate here. There it is. It's out. So we can shred the whole thing the way it is. Nothing more that I want on it. Actually, put on this side. Okay. Let's look at this other thing in better detail. You know, we have copper. Couple wire here. See, this stuff is strippable. All this kind of stuff I'll strip myself. See that? Let's take off these snap ties for now. Or not snap ties, sub straps, sorry. See how this point goes right between the wire? You see, if you never used them, try it. Might take a little bit getting used to, but when you get used to it, you'll love them. See, we don't know what's in here, so let's just venture in here, determine what's in it. It's definitely going to be a relay. High amperage relay. So to take this off, this is kind of a guard, like a lockout thing. You know, you open a box, it locks it out, so you can shut the actual breaker off and then lock in position. I mean, this could be worth hundreds of dollars with things, at least a couple $100 I would bet you, but to me it's not going to do nothing for me. It's been sitting in rain. See, there it is. See how the switch, there it is. So when you go into a panel, you lock it out, opens the door, shuts your breaker off, so you don't get electrocuted. See, we're going to be looking for like maybe cool silver contacts or something in this thing. Nice heavy plate. Sometimes these are sealed units. So what do we have here? What the hell is this, all this stuff here? Let me just put a magnet on it because it could be all steel. You know, it's all steel. They're just spacers. You space between your switches. Let's figure how this comes out. Do I have to unscrew something? It almost should come out, but I just don't know if this has anything to do with it. It may hold it in place, the breaker, but I could be wrong. This is just for connection, that's it. Only for connection, I can tell. It's gonna come off anyways, I think, so I can get it. I think it's just sitting in here, to be honest. These connections are usually copper. See, these usually copper. So when you get these, put them aside. Yeah, let's see. That's what I figured. Well, it's in there pretty good. Just don't know about this one here. Oh, could have screws behind it or something. That's how you see this, like this cardboard tied to screws. Hard to say. Some screws there. Oh, there's gonna be more. Here's your silver contacts right there, possibly. They're pretty big contacts. Those ones are worth saving. And wire here also. I'm just not sure what's holding this. Might be another screw or something. Could also be riveted in there. You have to smash it apart. Okay. Pieces coming apart here. It's like copper, brass. Oh, it could be all copper even. Okay. A little headway here. I mean, you guys may know a better way of doing it. It's just I don't do these all the time, so just trying to keep it fast for the video. Yeah. Piece of steel. Oh, this is something here. Even these connection points here, actually. Anyways, we draw a line, right? Come on. It's almost like a connection point here. Not 100% sure. It is a connection point, and it actually goes from here to here. It's molded in plastic, so to get out you have to smash it. That's the biggest problem. let's just see what is copper, steel. Took my magnet out. Okay. Steel. Not a lot in there, to be honest, but there is some contacts. That one. Here's your contact there, see. So I'm going to just cut this off here for now. If we can get this out here. It's pretty heavy stuff, heavy duty. Okay. Steel. So same routine as the other one. Straps. I remember I was in Chicago about 5 years ago. That's all I heard is fire engines constantly, all the time. Fire, ambulance, that's all I heard in Chicago. We hear it here a little bit, but not like the big cities. But it was amazing. So we can take this off from here. See all this here. Like that. Then we have these hammers here. These hammers, I wonder, the whole thing actually. Maybe we could pry them out. Nope, there it is. Okay. Probably not that. Okay, these are the actual, what you want is for the silver recovery. These contacts here. Let me get them out. There it is. There it is. Okay, so I'll check this this pin here. Pin is steel. So can we get the pin out? Pin's out. That's a big contact here too. But it's half steel. Contact is there, okay. Screw here. Might help on that. Contact is this spacer. And determine how this is going to come out. Steel. Okay. Okay, here's your contact here. So your contacts are here. See that? These are contact points, which could be pretty pure silver because this is a high amperage stuff. So there's only 2. Okay, that's it. Stripped out. Oh, here's the other one. Yeah, I thought I had another one, just didn't know where it went. Oh, it's out. Okay, these are contacts, which should be separated. This is your copper. I mean, this is pretty good. It's got weight. These here, this I would say £1/4 pound probably for all this. Right? Don't put the contacts separately. If you get big contacts like that, it might be worth saving. Only if they're big like that. If they're not big like that, it may not be worth it. I had contacts here somewhere on my shelf. Where did I put it? It might be over there somewhere, which is possible. I think it is. But, you know, I get a lot of industrial stuff sometimes. I'll put them aside. There it is. Somewhere there. Okay. It's multi-drive DC speed control. Hopefully I can get it out from here. I briefly tried it from the bottom, but I took 1 tube off already. Okay. It's a Black Widow. It's part of a Black Widow, I think. Ooh, aluminum. That's good. Clean aluminum here. We're just kind of curious what's in here. There's a Black Widow in here somewhere because I know I've seen part of him. Okay, now we have an access point to get this off here. Make sure you guys wear gloves at all times when creeping into things like this. Okay. Well, hopefully that will release it. I mean, so steel. Nope. Not steel. Oh. You guys pick up whatever little piece of rubber. And so. Sometimes you have to tap this loose. So what's happening is the pressure, when it's sitting like this, it's making it tighter. Okay. Manual test, nothing. There. There it is. Okay. Box out. Actually, pretty heavy box. Okay, here's internal parts. Looks like the body's aluminum. Nope. So let's start trying to strip it. Kids keep screaming all the time. This time too. Same time as yesterday. Not my kids. Okay, one come off. Okay, there's another one here. Yes, the screws are here. Why doesn't it want to go? See, they stripped it when they put it in. Had to have. Why is that? Oh, the transistor, so the body's a heatsink. That's what it is. I'm not sure how I can get it all out. Okay, light off. Well, this should pop right out. Should just be all just sitting there. Right here. The transistors are holding the rest in. Fuse thing here. Of course, this one. Okay. Double fuses. Let me just cut these fuse parts off. Should slide the thing out. Controls. Still riveted. Funny how they riveted this thing in here. Why do they do that? Okay. How they got the screw in here. Must have had an unusual bit or something. Oh, 7 o'clock, that's for all the hospital workers. Out here, they ring bells and beat pots and pans for all the frontline workers during the virus crisis. Steel. So let's butcher this quickly before I run out of video. Even this slightest little bit of wire adds up. You start saving all your wire, you'll be amazed. You can see the spider. I saw a cocoon there, so I think he was in a cocoon. Okay. Okay, there it is. Transistors. One IC chip. Not really much in there, to be honest. A little bit of wire. Switches, but I don't deal with switches. Just not worth it. Not enough material in there to do anything. This is kind of cool here. Use the resistor, I believe. So I have to strip this off. So what I would do is just get a screwdriver. Phone up here and stand by. And I got a commercial box here. Something to do with inverter, I believe, but nice circuit board on top. It's really nice actually. But a unit like this could be like $2,000 or $3,000, right? So part of why it's going to be nicely plated. See these IC chips there? 4 boards. These two are nice. Okay. Plastic everywhere. It's ridiculous. Okay, there it is. Nice flat packs. A couple of RAM type ICs. This goes put away. This is just nothing special boards. A lot of MLCCs there, but just go in the board pile. It's skipping like that. Cops up there. RCMP. Oh. Heavy metal. Heavier metal, not heavy metal. More plastic. There's a lot of stuff in here. It's mostly just a big heatsink or something. It's a heavy cast frame to it. Let's see what's on the bottom plate. Ooh, that's nice. Those are solid copper windings in here. Very heavy, really good. I'm going to dissect this a little bit here first, and I'll show you some more segments, but these are nice copper, solid copper. Copper. Right there. Had them already, took them apart. You can unwind them by hand. Well, you could cut them maybe with a saw if you wanted, but anyways, I unwinded mine and it was pretty heavy. They're probably just £1 each. I think they were like 1 or 2 pounds each, actually, quite a bit. Okay, so got relays here. Circuit board here, transformer on that side. So I like these here. See that? These are silver plated, copper. See that? So capacitors, we're going to pop out the bottom. Should actually come out towards me. That's capacitors. Put in the garbage. Scrapyard won't take them. There's really nothing in them besides when you have plastic outside. Forget it. Let me do a little more and I'll get back to you. Solid extruded. I'll have to pull this insert out here. Yeah. This one for sure. This one should come off, I think, pretty easy. Other one's a temperature sensor. Comes out. The temperature sensor, I think you gotta, if I remember correct, you have to hold it like this, up and down or something. It's just hammered in there, so. See that? There she is, nice solid 6 pounds. Solid aluminum. Here's my wire so far. Pretty good wire. These are transistors. It's actually, they're all copper. So let me get a little more taken apart here. Let me get back to you. Probably 10 pounds, or I would say about 12 pounds between both of them to be safe. Okay. These are block things, they got connections. There's copper here. Okay, so this is the other part. Wow, very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. This is the money here. See, this is insulated here. The other part is going to be all just painted, or be solid number 2. Takes a small one. Oh, fits. Okay. This helps come off here. There it is. Ooh, look at that. Well, there's iron. Don't forget there's heavy iron there, but it's going to be copper too. See, I think they were like a couple pounds each or something like that. It was a pretty good weight. I think 3 of them I got like 10 pounds or something. Can't remember. They're definitely decent. Oh. Sometimes you gotta do that, right? He's got to go down into a channel. Okay. Okay. Come on, let's do this. Okay, aluminum. Some plastic here. Okay, so we have more copper here. This is a relay system here. So there's copper in those relays, but lately I haven't been bothering. This is copper here. Oh. The leads actually are copper here. I'll just show you, just in case you don't realize. Oh, these are something else. Could be relays, maybe they're sealed. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they are. Almost like the capacitors, maybe, but anyways, they're not the relays I'm thinking about. See, these could come out, these connections here. They come out, they'll be all, what I have to do is, the wire has to come out. Well, actually, oh, that's what it is, wrong size. That's why I couldn't unscrew them. Okay. Why is that? It's a perfect fit, right? Why is that? Okay, stand by. Don't shred directly. This is the wire here is copper. It's heavy duty copper wire. Here's those spools. So really heavy. These, you know, strip them when I have some time. Solid copper. There. But it's on a metal core. So, but there's still lots of wire there because I stripped these before. And then here's your regular wire. All this here. I got this right here is good. This can go number 2 directly. This, and then this will be stripped later. I suppose you could hit them with a hammer and maybe break the core a little bit, but I was lazy. Well, I should have tried smashing, but I figured I'd just unwind them. Unwinding them, then cut them, kept unwinding them. There's a lot of copper, and you'd be surprised how much is here. It's heavy gauge too. Okay.